What's up, guys? Had a lot of questions about my bike that I race and use for training. This is the FM296 from Hung Fu Bikes. I picked this bike up after I had my Specialized Tarmac SL4, which was too small for me. It was a 56 centimeter, so I got rid of that and I picked this up. This is a 58 centimeter frame. Fits just right. Because the frame was pretty affordable, I was able to buy more high-end parts. So we're gonna start with the group set, which is Ultegra compact set. It's a 50-34 and an 11-28 in the rear. Solid crankset. I use it. I have no problem with it. Spin to win. So that's my go-to for cranks. I thought about getting a standard crankset, but right now this works just fine. So I'm just gonna stick with this. In terms of the brakes, it's Ultegra as well, front and rear, with shifters, also Ultegra. Solid group set, I have no problems, mechanical. I've tried the DI2 set, which is very cool. No complaints about it, but I do like my mechanical. It just reminds me of, I like to use my hands, you know, and so that works fine. In terms of the stem, I have a Shimano Pro 5.7 puzzle stem. I like the design. I like it's a clamp-on system with 2 bolts in the front, so it's a little different than most stem setups, so I went with that instead. The seat post clamp and the seat post I picked up from my friend Mickey, and the saddle I've had for a while on my other bikes, and I use it for my track bike, so I just swapped it off and just threw it on this bike, and it works fine. In terms of the wheels, I was riding Shimano RS81s before, which are great wheels. They're 35 millimeters, but this one is a new set that I picked up by Boyd Cycling. They're local. They're out of they're out of North Carolina, and they're great wheel sets. I've ridden them before on my old bike, my old Specialized, and these are the new 2016 models. These are the 44 millimeter dish wheels, and 24 spoke in the front and a 28 spoke in the rear. It goes by weight, so depending on your weight, if you're a slimmer rider, you might want to go for the lower spoke count. If you're a heavier rider, like myself, you might want to go for a higher spoke count. So I have 24 in the front, 28 in the rear. Laterally, these wheels are solid compared to my Shimano's. Sometimes when sprinting, I can feel like a little bit of flex. With these, I don't feel any of that. It just diminishes. So I definitely recommend these wheels. I put them in a few races so far. I made podium and took home a medal with this bike, and I love it. If you know, if I came up around some big set, a large amount of cash, I'd probably maybe would upgrade to a higher end frame. But to be honest with you, this frame does, if not better than my old Specialized Tarmac SL4. So it's really comfortable. I put this thing through a lot, so I haven't found any issues with it so far. This is my first initial review with it, so I wanted to share with you guys how it's just like my setup and everything. I got Trek cages on it, no problem at all. They match really well with the bike. The whole entire bike's finished flat black, which is I like a lot. So I had a lot of help building this bike up on my friend Mickey, and he gave me everything, the in and outs of like building it, setting up the wiring and the cables, and I have no problem building up bikes. I always like to build my own bikes, so I've been riding bikes and building them for a while now, so it was a bit on the easier side for me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer them. If you have any questions about the wheels as well that I just got, I'm down to talk about it. In terms of cost, my budget was around $3,500, and because I sold my old bike and this frame was much more affordable than that, I was able to afford higher end parts. So in total, I didn't go anywhere over $3,000 with this bike. I can give you a parts rundown, which you'll see on the site, manualpedal.com, and we'll go a little bit closer into the different parts and my suggestions there. And if you enjoyed this review, just send me a like, subscribe. I'll be doing a second initial review on the bike after I get a few more races in, and we'll go talk about it furthermore. See you all soon.